Hello, I am going to be doing a short version of my game Spellsmith, which is on itch.io right now. I thought it'd be fun to have just like a little bit of actual play to go with the game. It sounded like it was fun to do, so I figured, why not? I'm going to be doing a shortened version of the game where I'm not going to be playing until I run out of cards. I'm just probably going to be playing 3 or 4 rounds. Depends on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I will be playing with the Inkwitch Tarot deck by Eric Mile, I want to say. It's available on Etsy. It's very pretty. My partner got it for me. But yeah, guess let's get started. I also have a cup of tea with me, and then to write with I have some index cards and a pen. Let's get started. You have been the resident spellsmith in the marketplace for some time now. You have customers coming and going on a daily basis. On each turn, you'll create a spell for one of these customers by writing out the recipe, learning about yourself along the way. Then you'll need a tarot deck and something to write with to play, which I have. To begin, divide your tarot deck into 3 piles. I'm gonna cut this out. Alright, all my cards are sorted. To begin, divide your tarot deck into 3 piles. Major Arcana cards, the court cards, which if you're not familiar with tarot, it's basically like the equivalent of face cards in a standard deck, except there's 4 of them per suit. And then the number cards. It is time to create your Spellsmith in as many details as you wish. So I will leave a card for them. Naming characters is one of my favorite things to do. That also means it gets increasingly hard. I think I want a simple name, like a 1-word name. I know. Do I know how to spell this word? That's a different story. Alright. Chamomile, who we'll say uses they, them pronouns. Let's see. I think I want to come up with 3 random things about them before we keep going. Alright, here is what I have come up with for Chamomile, is that they love wearing jewelry, they tend to be quiet, they enjoy giving an air of mystery, and they used to be like a direct servant to some form of royalty, and aren't anymore. I'll put this to the side. So this is who we're playing as. It's time to start the first round. Let's see. You'll start each round by drawing a client card, reference the list to learn a little more about them and answer the corresponding question, then determine their name, pronouns, and occupation. So that will be this card. The Emperor. This works out perfectly. They're an important figure. Why do they seek you out personally? I think it is, this client is a member of that royal family that Chamomile used to serve. And Chamomile is the only person they trust to make this spell, because they've done it a dozen times before. They know what they're doing. Maybe it's also like a matter of secrecy, like they don't want people to know that this is a spell that they are having cast for themselves, this Emperor. So let's make a card. I'll probably cut out the figuring out of stuff on this card. Lord Myriad. Let's say him. Alright, here's what I've got for the Emperor. His name is Lord Myriad. He is a lord. And then I just noted that he trusts Chamomile to make the spell, perhaps in secrecy. Once you know who commissioned you, draw a court card to see what's unique about their order. This card will shape how you use the ingredients you're about to draw. So that will be the King of Cups, which means use 4 ingredients cards in descending value order. Okay, so I just draw those from the top then. Oh, we have 2 9s. Let's see what we've got. We've got I know Roman numerals. We've got the 4 of Pentacles, which is a clay figurine. The 9 of Wands, which is a pastry. 2 of Wands, which is fallen leaves. And the 9 of Pentacles, which is an emerald. But we've got to use them in descending order. It would help if I moved everything up just a little bit. There we go. This is roughly the order I'm working with. These 2 can be switched around because they're the same value. Following the rules of the court cards, draw your ingredients accordingly. That's what I just did. Consult the table to see what you're working with. The amount of each ingredient is up to you. Name your spell, then write out the recipe for its creation. Alright, I am definitely going to make a cut so you do not have to watch me think for an extended period of time. Then I will show you all what spell we've got working. Alright, I have returned and I have written a spell. I think the reason it was trusted to chamomile and secrecy is that they used to make the spell for Lord Myriad when he was younger, and now that he has a teenage child, he would also like it for them. It's a spell for clear skin. So, spell reads, consume half of your favorite pastry. Examine yourself within the reflection of the emerald mirror, noting any acne or blemishes. Brush your finger along the clay figurine anywhere you noted in your reflection, then bury it in freshly fallen leaves. Repeat nightly. So, yeah, I think Lord Myriad went to chamomile in hopes of helping his kid, rather, with acne. As someone who deals with acne, I would love to be able to just do this every night instead. But, alas. So, the next client is Death. Let's see. When they come in, they will not visit your shop again. Why? That's an interesting one. Alright. For Death, we have Augustine Adel, who uses she, her pronouns, who is a traveling acrobat. Her troupe makes it a point to never give the same performance twice, including location, which is why Chamomile knows she will not be back. As for recipe instructions, we have the Page of Swords, which is draw 3 ingredient cards from the bottom of the deck. Okay. 3 ingredients we're working with in no particular order are the 8 of Pentacles, which is a silver trinket box, 10 of Pentacles, which is gold jewelry, and the 9 of Cups, which is a fragment of lightning. Alright, time to come up with a spell for Augustine. Alright, for Augustine Adel, our traveling acrobat, I have a spell for relieving soreness. Agitate a fragment of lightning within a silver jewelry box. Let it rest a full day. Add small gold ring and agitate again. Wear a gold ring during physical activities to lessen muscle soreness after. Return to the box at night. So, I think this is something that Chamomile did on their end. Augustine just got the box with the ring, which only maybe goes with whatever she wears as an acrobat. Then again, maybe her costume changes as part of her troupe's philosophy, I suppose. And something I just added to Chamomile's card is that some of jewelry of theirs has magical properties. Like, I imagine them doing similar things like this. Although the image of them every night shaking many, many boxes of jewelry to get all of their magic to charge is very silly to me. But I think that's that spell completed. Let's do another round. Alright, for the purposes of this video, I think this is going to be the last client for today for Chamomile. That is the world. This is their first order with you. How can you tell they'll already be back? That's a fun card. Alright. For the world, we have Kel Bloom, who uses she, they pronouns. I wrote for their occupation teen, because I imagined her kind of young, but that's not really an occupation. Maybe they're a student. Yeah, she's a student, we'll go with that. Okay. Clearly a magical enthusiast, perhaps a bit loud for Chamomile's taste, but the excitement is appreciated. I love the idea of someone coming into like a magic store and just being a complete nerd about it. As someone who's a complete nerd about a lot of things. The Queen of Pentacles. Use 5 ingredient cards in descending value order. That's a lot of cards. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have all different cards this time. I'm gonna move these out of the way. 2 of Cups, which is ink. The 5 of Cups, which is a well-loved clothing item. 6 of Swords, which is a broken bone. 7 of Cups, which is tears of joy. This is an interesting combo. And the 10 of Cups, which is another smaller spell. Fitting for a magic enthusiast. To settle the small spell, I'm just gonna draw 2 cards, which is the 6 and 7 of Wands, which is a reliable walking stick and some seeds. Alright, this one's gonna take me a while. It's a lot to consider. Alright, I guess with a spell this big, it might be interesting to show you guys kind of how I do it. It's really completely up to you. You can write out the recipe as much or as little as you'd like. But how I've been starting is I've just been writing out all the ingredients based on the cards in order if they have an order, so I don't have to remember. And then just kind of considering which element, like if there's one ingredient I really like, which one that would be, or like kind of as an overall theme, what really stands out, especially as it relates to Kel, the current client. I don't know, something about like this list of ingredients kind of is just like life to me. Like that is like the theme I'm going with, so I might do something related to that. It would be very fitting for somebody like Kel to come in like, I want the cool, long-term, like good life magic. So I think that's the direction I'm going in. I think Chamomile just tricked Kel Bloom. So I guess I'll just read it. A spell for a magical life. Begin your days by writing out your thoughts and things you hope to see in the world. The first time, spill the ink on a favorite scarf as a reminder to yourself. Collect trinkets and memories, broken bones and tears of joy, and keep them in your heart, or with chamomile. When you are ready, find a reliable walking stick and bless some seeds with all you have collected. Go find a place to plant them, then tend to your garden. So, reason I think this is a trick is that I think Cal just immediately charms chamomile. Something about their, like, complete excitement in the way that they're, like, in love with the medium that they both use really speaks to chamomile. I feel like they're maybe on the older side. They've been doing this a while. And it's just some fresh energy. A reminder of how and why they got started. So I think when Kel asks for a spell to make her life a little more magical, chamomile kind of just takes them under their wing and has an apprentice in Kelblue. So now why they'll absolutely be back is because they work with chamomile. You can tell that I got a little carried away and had to add to my index card so I could finish writing that out. But yeah, I think that is a wonderful place to call it. Oh, I'm not done. I forgot there's another step. You have had a long day of work. You must rest so you'll be ready to face the world again tomorrow. Read back through the recipes you've written today and reflect as desired. Then decide how your Spellsmith unwinds and recharges after a shift. Leave them at peace and return to them for another game if you desire. So, just as a reminder, we'll go through all the cards. Chamomile, our Spellsmith, uses they/them pronouns. They love wearing jewelry. They're very quiet. They like having a mysterious vibe. They used to serve royalty, who we determined was Lord Myriad, and some of their jewelry has magical properties. The first spell was for Lord Myriad, who uses he/him pronouns. He is a lord. He trusts chamomile to make this spell in semi-secrecy. It was a spell for clear skin, which he commissioned for his child. I think it's just like a genetic struggling with acne through puberty kind of thing. The spell for clear skin is consume half of your favorite pastry, examine yourself within the reflection of the emerald mirror, noting any acne or blemishes. Brush your finger along the clay figurine anywhere you noted in your reflection, then bury it in freshly fallen leaves. Repeat nightly. Alright, the next spell we made was for Augustine Adel, who is a traveling acrobat, and her troupe makes it a point to never give the same performance twice, including location, so she'll never be back. And she got a spell for relieving soreness. Agitate a fragment of lightning within a silver jewelry box. Let it rest a full day. Add a small gold ring and agitate again. Wear the gold ring during physical activities to lessen muscle soreness after. Return to the box at night. And finally, we have Kel Bloom, who uses she/they pronouns, who is a student, especially now. She is clearly a magical enthusiast, perhaps a bit loud for chamomile's taste, but their excitement is appreciated. And they got a spell for a magical life. A spell is in quotes. Once again, it reads, begin your days by writing out your thoughts and things you hope to see in the world. The first time, spill the ink on a favorite scarf as a reminder to yourself. Collect trinkets and memories, broken bones and tears of joy, and keep them in your heart, or with chamomile. When you are ready, find a reliable walking stick and bless some seeds with all you have collected. Go find a place to plant them, then tend to your garden. And with Kel Bloom, chamomile ended up taking them as their apprentice, which is why they'll absolutely be back again despite this being their first time. And chamomile shot. How does chamomile unwind after a shift? Oh, I think they have a long, like, nightly ritual, like getting ready for bed. They give themselves like an hour and a half to just completely de-stress, to undo everything. Of course, as they love wearing jewelry, and some of their jewelry has magical properties, as established with the second spell. With the second spell, some of that includes recharging their jewelry. But yeah, I think they, as their name implies, enjoy drinking tea. I think maybe they have a larger spell book that they come up with these recipes with. If they're not new, if they're not old, they come up with them as they go. So any new spells, which I have a feeling this one is, they will write in their spell book so they can bring it back to work the next day. Oh, maybe the way chamomile's unwinding today is, for the first time in a long time, with a friend. Just getting to know Kel a little bit, since they've decided to take them on as an apprentice, which I think is the first time chamomile has done that. Just letting her talk about, like, herself, getting to know her better. That's actually where we're gonna end it. Not before. I forgot there was a last step, and I wrote this game. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in picking up a copy of this game for yourself, it is available on itch.io. It is $3. Hopefully this kind of gave you a taste of what the gameplay is like. You could theoretically keep going until you run out of one of these decks, but I wanted to keep it short, keep it simple. Yeah, you can subscribe to me. I have been doing weekly videos, and that's been a fun thing that's been happening. Who knows how long that'll keep up, but you can know when they are posted anyway, so you don't have to worry about keeping up. Hey. I am across the internet at Pewterby. But yeah, I'll hopefully see you next week. Goodbye!